stories. Right now, we have some particularly important news when it comes to those Indians that are interested in traveling abroad, particularly to the United States. Let's move very quickly to this. The United States has assured India that visa applications and the backlog of them are going to be taken a look at. You'll remember that because of COVID-19, Indians were facing unreasonably long wait times when it came to getting the visas cleared at offices. 833 days by one account is how long it's going to take you to get an appointment for your visa. The US is now saying that they're considering all steps to reduce the backlog of visa applications. Assurances are coming after the Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar raised this issue with his American hosts. He had to say, I suggest US State Secretary Blinken, he's talking about Anthony Blinken, that if there was something we could do from the Indian government side to help the US government deal with this issue in a better way, we would be very open to doing it. But this is an issue where it's mainly for the US to act and for us to be supportive. That's his statement. But let's bring you more context on the issue itself. Thousands of Indians in the US also are facing issues because they're on H-1B visas and they're facing problems trying to figure out what their international travel plans back to India can be. There are long delays, as you can see, in the US Embassy, and that's ending up impacting Indians who are on a large variety of visas. Now let's go over to Abhishek, my colleague, to understand more on this entire situation. Abhishek, I'd just like to ask you, this is the second important statement we're getting because I think just a few days earlier we did have another statement coming from the United States side that they would address this issue. We know that at least in Delhi, for example, now, as of September 27th, the US Embassy has said that they are open to taking appointments. But the issue of H-1B visas in particular is a particularly complicated one. Could you bring our audiences more context and tell us what India and the US are hoping to do there?
So India has raised this issue of long queues in visa. External Affairs Minister Jaishankar, in his meeting with Secretary Blinken, also raised that there are people, students, family members who are stuck because they are not getting visa. And USA has been saying that this is since post-COVID, things have opened up. More people are applying for visa, and hence there is a lot of backlog that is creating hurdle, and hence this has become a long visa line. However, both sides discussed this issue. In External Affairs Minister Jaishankar also extended or offered that if India could support U.S. embassies and consuls in some way, that would be great because of so many Indians are stuck there. So in that context, Secretary Blinken has also assured India that they are doing everything so that this whole long line of visa can be shortened and more people can be granted visa as soon as possible.
But Abhishek, if you could just bring us clarity here on the different kinds of visas, because there are different issues with both. As far as I'm aware, the travel visa, the regular travel visa has different issues from, for example, the H-1B, which is what Indians want when they're traveling abroad to work over the long term. Could you bring us that contextual difference of how both of them have been affected?
So for those people who have to go as a tourist, they are facing a lot of hurdle. Students who have to go for their study, they are facing hurdle because they are not getting visa. These people who have got sponsored or somebody who is sponsoring from USA side, they are getting it still easier. But those who are getting first-time visa, they are having a lot of issue, and that makes the students one of the most suffering class, those who are applying for visa, because their classes have started, their colleges have started, and they are still not able to attend it physically, and they have to attend it online, and they don't know when they will be able to get visa and go to US and attend classes physically. So student is one of the most impacted category. Tourists are one of the most impacted category who are not getting visa easily. However, some people or some companies who have sponsored visa and who have earlier got visa, they are getting it a little easier than the other ones.
Okay, all right. Abhishek, thank you for that information. For our audiences, we'll continue to bring you updates on this story very quickly.